Hello everyone, it's me, Luphisra, and today is Nancy Drew's birthday. Happy 93rd birthday, Nancy Drew. And in celebration of Nancy's birthday, I'm gonna play more Nancy Drew. Because originally I was like contemplating on what to play. Like, should I play Nancy Drew or should I play something else? Because I have a ton of games in my game library that I haven't gotten to yet, which I should get to, you know? But it's Nancy Drew's birthday, so we have to play more Nancy Drew, right? So today I'll be playing Nancy Drew, the Silent Spy, which is a very touching, dramatic game to play for Nancy Drew's birthday, right? But, you know, gotta have some Nancy family love going on. Hello, Gooba and Jetpack. I think it's Jetpack. Usually it's Jetpack. But hi, you're going to lurk while you do some chores. Have fun, Nancy. Yes. Thank you for the lurk. I will have fun. This is one of the games I have played, so it wouldn't be that difficult. I hope. Let's get started. Yeah, it's Jetpack. Okay, so I was right. And let's be amateur sleuth, because I'm no master sleuth. I'm too stupid. And yeah, it's a desk. Okay, so Cathedral Confidential Security Service MI5 from Cathedral. Nancy Drew. Our agency has been monitoring your progress for some time now, and we are quite impressed with your accomplishments. I'll get to the point. Certain events have forced our organization to open a case that has gone unsolved for the last 8 years. Although impressive, your fieldwork experience is only part of the reason we are requesting your help. Simply put, Miss Drew, we're asking for your help not because of what you can do, but because of who you are. 8 years ago, Kate Drew died in a single automobile crash in the outskirts of Glasgow. This official version of your mother's death is, as you may have suspected, not the entire story. Her death was not an accident. We have strong evidence that Kate was killed by the very group she was investigating. We need your help. We've included a plane ticket and have a room ready for you at Glasgow's Lounge. You'll be briefed upon arrival. There's no time to spare. The future of Glasgow may rest in your hands. Office of International Affairs, MI5. And let's get some spy work going. I picked this game also because, you know, it's about spies, and there's speculation that Game 34 would be about spies and stuff because, you know, hacking and all, but we don't know. But let's get started. And this is our mom. Nancy has been known to look like her mom, so you can imagine Nancy with her face. Flashback scene of young Nancy. And there's a phone call.
Drew residence, Kate speaking. You know this line isn't secure. Moira, stop. I'll call you.
Kate literally sounds like Nancy, just with a deeper voice. Okay, what do I do now? Do I need to click on the picture? Or what? No? Do I click on the plane ticket? Or... oh, okay. That is a nice transition scene, actually. I really like it.
Okay, now what?
Now what? You get robbed, Nancy, that's what.
I'm on it. That guy's a thief! I really thought I was going to get that guy. Sorry.
Thanks for trying.
I'm Alec.
Nancy, that's a nice offer, but why would you want to do that? It doesn't look like you
I mean, is it weird, Nancy? Like, to have someone try to help you when you get, like, robbed? I'd imagine that's not that weird, but apparently to Nancy, that's weird. For strangers to offer help for no reason? Come on, it doesn't happen, right? Let's continue.
I'm in the business of finding people who don't want to be found.
Well, I won't turn down help. So you're a private eye?
I'm more of a skip tracer. When someone goes off the grid, I get a call and track them down. They skip, I trace.
I had some very important things that belonged to my mom in that suitcase. I really need them back.
Go check into your hotel, I will find your suitcase.
Something always happens in Nancy's suitcase in these games. Either it's stolen, or the airport lost her luggage, or something. Always. Okay. Let's head in, and we get a phone call.
Nancy, glad you made it.
Hello.
I'm your cathedral contact, Ewan. There is a case file in your room. Read it, memorize it. That's your playbook. It'll keep you alive.
Okay.
I've got a bit of housekeeping to do. Get settled. I'll call you when I'm ready.
Alright. I'm just now very curious, like, is his accent accurate? Or is it just, like, really off or something? I'm asking because I've never met anyone from Scotland. I don't know. I'm very curious, like, just how accurate it is. Ooh, phone charm. Money. Top secret only. Miss Drew, I must welcome you to Scotland with very unfortunate news. You have been led here under false pretenses. You are not here as a guest of Cathedral. You are not asked here to investigate the death of your mother by MI5. You have been lied to. Kate Drew, your mother, was a Cathedral operative. 8 years ago, a small cell associated with a terrorist organization known as Revenant attempted to attack Glasgow. Kate was instrumental in stopping the attack, now known as the Colony Operation. We believe the organization your mother took offline has returned to full strength and is now planning to mount the attack once more. We believe you have been brought here by Revenant for reasons we do not yet fully understand. If this is overwhelming, do not worry. We will give you access to information as needed. We're in the process of briefing your contact on the situation. He will bring you in soon. Your first priority is to locate and make contact with a local reporter named Moira Chisholm. She was considered a person of interest in the first attempted attack on Scotland, but was never directly connected. She has since refused to cooperate with this organization. Okay, this part is very misleading, especially since we know what happened to Moira after. It's not that she refused to cooperate, it's kind of like they fired her. So, this part is, like, off. But okay, we will be keeping a close watch on you at all times, but this does not mean that you'll be protected. Please note this difference. Why is it that you want to watch me and then not protect me? Like, what the fuck? I mean, since you have all the time to watch me, why not offer protection? You guys are assholes, MI5. You guys are assholes. Okay, move forward cautiously and trust no one, including you, I imagine. Anyone who approaches you should be considered a suspect. Attached, you'll find a basic brief to get you somewhat caught up on what you need to know. So the brief is Cathedral, an organization dedicated to the safety of Glasgow and surrounding areas. This organization acts as an intelligence outpost and reports to MI5. It is equivalent to what would be an local branch of the FBI in the US. Colony Operation, the attempted non-lethal biological attack on Glasgow that was thwarted by Cathedral operatives 8 years ago. The party responsible for the attack was never confirmed, though it is believed Revenant was involved. Current intelligence points to signs that operation may be restarting. Non-lethal biological attack. I mean, if it's non-lethal, is it that dangerous? I mean, I'm just, like, curious. This is strange. Okay. The colony attack required a very specific and difficult to produce biological element. It is believed but not verified that Kate Drew found a way to destroy all records of the formula and placed the individual responsible for creating it into hiding. Revenant. Very little is known about this group. Revenant is believed to be behind a number of terrorist events around the globe over the course of the last few decades. Paradoxically, this same group has been linked to as many counter-terrorist activities during that same period. The aim of this organization is not yet known. I imagine we'll see them in the future game soon. Maybe in game 34? Maybe they're the ones that are hacking? We don't know. And okay. And then that's it from this door. Anything else I can look at our room? You can look down. Oh, that's very high. I won't have the guts to actually do that like Nancy. Like lean out the window like that. I'm too scared of heights to be able to do that. Okay, there's nothing else here in my room, I think. Except for the safe, which I can't open yet. So let's just head out. And bump into someone immediately.
The American girl.
Do I know you?
You do now. I'm Bridget. I'll be outside. There's something very important I need to tell you.
Okay. If it's that important, why can't you just tell me now, right here in front of my room? I mean, it's like, or go into my room. It's safer, right? Why do you have to do it outside? And there's food. It's too bad Nancy can't get, like, any room service. Is there anything I missed? I don't think so. Okay. Ground floor. Which is not a thing here in Singapore. Like, we don't have, like, lifts like, oh, ground floor, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like, no, it's just first floor. First floor is the ground floor. I know it's different for some countries.
It might be good to read up on the attack.
Okay, in Colony Shadow, there's going to be a lot of reading in this game. As July 14 nears, many pause to remember the attack that almost devastated Glasgow nearly a decade ago. The thwarted attack, nicknamed the Colony Operation by the intelligence community, was intended to destabilize the governmental power structure of the Greater Glasgow region. The most unique feature of the attempted attack was the custom incubated virus, a formula built to sicken but not to kill. Which doesn't really make sense. If you get so sick, you might die, right? So, I don't know. I'm not that into science to know. Yeah. The nation's leading epidemiologists have yet to isolate what has been referred to as the final formula. Years later, more questions remain than answers. Authorities continue to investigate leads, hoping one day to answer the three most critical issues at stake. If a second attack is planned, when would it occur, and of course, why? Okay, is this also connected? I was a block and a half away from my flat when the alarms rang out 8 years ago. It was the first time I've heard the civil defense sirens ring in Glasgow. I remember looking at the crowd standing with me on the street. I remember the novelty. I have no idea what to do. A man standing next to me announced with what seemed to be the appropriate amount of cheer. Should I hide under something? Then the sirens stopped and the PA cracked on. We ran to our houses, we taped our windows shut, we turned on our TVs to see a parade of reporters, military officials, doctors, terrorism experts. We see them all share the same stunned blankness we felt at home. I have no idea what to do. Should I hide under something? Well, they didn't do a very good job then. I mean, you guys should be prepared with this kind of stuff, you know? I mean, at least have some, thing to follow, like a guide, like, okay, if this occurs, you should do this. Because I remember when I grew up in Singapore, we had that. Because there was once, like, a kind of worry like that. Like, similar to the colony operation, but a bit different. It was also terrorism stuff, and we had drills on this in our classrooms, like, oh, we tape all the windows, and okay, what we need to do, and we need to prepare when something like this happened. It never happened, but we had that drill when I was younger, I remember. Then we saw the test pattern take over the broadcast. The strange design be now known to be Revenant's logo. The demand to remain inside and await further instruction. That doesn't happen here. This is Glasgow. The news reporters were back, winking at us as we blinked at them. Should we hide under something? Pulling the day of the thwarted attack, that thought wrapped tightly around my cerebral cortex. I took a day in. I filmed my stories from home. We all did. Days went by. I sat hunched over my laptop and poured through every report I could find. I was lost in the details. The bomb. Chemical propellant systems really pulled offline at the last second. Test pattern so strong it overtook every crooked street. Okay. And this is Bridget, who apparently has something very important to tell us.
You had something important to tell me?
Just that I love Americans. Some people say you're ignorant, entitled slobs, but not me.
I don't know that was important.
That is not important.
Of course it is. You've got the best cities, the best bands, Hollywood. Your star may be fading, but you're still the cool kids at the global lunch table. Teach me your ways.
I'm sorry, but I'm sort of in the middle of something pretty important. I'm a little overbooked.
You say that now, but I can tell we're going to be friends. Or enemies. Either way, get used to this face right here.
Yeah, she starts acting weird the moment she pops it up. Like, really? What's so important about, like, Nancy being an American? It's so strange for something to say, oh, I'm very important to tell you. You're from wherever. I love you. Like, what? Now I'm just gonna
How
continue
could you
the
tell I'm an
conversation.
American?
I've got a sixth sense about these things. I saw a guy on the train. I just
Okay.
walked up to him and said, "You're from Belgium, aren't you?" He wasn't, but he should have been. He just had that
And
look.
you just
follow you around for a whole
proved your
lot.
point. You don't
You
have to
seem
accept.
really nice.
The nicest. Ask me, Gran.
But I can't really have anyone following me.
Please, don't take it personally.
No, I understand.
I mean, you don't really have to explain yourself, Nancy. I mean, this is a stranger. Who would want a stranger following them around? I sure don't, especially in another foreign country. That's creepy and weird. If that happens, you should call the police or the authorities, because yeah, most people who just randomly follow you around are just, they have bad intentions. Okay.
Do you work or go to school or what do you do?
You think I'm from Glasgow?
Is that okay?
No! It's glorious. I'm actually from Wetton. It's always been a dream of mine to live in the city. And I'm sort of checking it out to see if it's for me.
Cool.
How long are you going to be in Glasgow?
Not long. You?
I have no idea. Can you tell me a little bit about Scotland?
Just a bit then. Well, it's old, it's cold, and I like it all the same. I got a book about it. I could get it for you. It's only up in my room.
Cool. And if it's cold, why are you not wearing a jacket? It's weird. Another phone term. Nice. I can look at a trash can. Wonderful. And this weird Robert Burns. Is it a quote or something? No, never mind. Money. A lot of food. And,
Haven't done that.
Haven't-
Did that.
did that.
Check.
Okay. And now to make some food. Featuring Kalina.
Oh, hello. You want to make some money? Then make some cookies. The cookie order shows up down there. Make it exactly as shown if you want to get paid. The more cookies you make, the wealthier you get.
I just have to say, Kalina, if you're watching this, you're a great voice actress. I can never tell your voice when you do the voice acting. Really. Is it just me? Okay, sprinkles. Cut a shape. More sprinkles.
All right.
Yes. So. Is it like that? I think so. And then jam. You cut out such a huge hole and there's like really ain't much jam left.
Done.
And
It's a masterpiece.
it's a masterpiece. Of course it is. I made it. That's why it's a masterpiece.
It's a masterpiece.
Let's make one more. How about that? I want to earn enough money for the train ride.
Got it.
No. Okay, let's go. Alright, so... if I finish exploring?
Haven't done. Can't check that off
I
yet.
haven't explored the Cortel Court yet. Like, I'm not done. What did I miss? What did I miss? I don't know.
I got that book you wanted. Here you go.
Hey, thanks.
Thanks.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Boy. Is it? I can look at this. More money.
Haven't done that.
What have I not explored from this area? You know what? Oh, more money. You know what? Never mind. I'm just gonna move on. Okay. Ticket machine. I'm gonna get the 15 round trip. And then let's talk to people.
Why did you come
Alec.
alone? Don't you have family, friends? Surely you have a boyfriend.
Yes.
I do.
Yes, I do. Ned, wonderful boyfriend, wonderful boyfriend. I totally don't deserve him, because seriously, Nancy needs to be better. Ned deserves better.
Then why do you travel so lonely?
This isn't exactly a vacation. I need you to find someone for me.
I am to please.
A reporter named Moira Chisholm. Word is no one knows how to find her. That seems right in your wheelhouse.
If I knew what the wheelhouse is, I'd agree.
I think it's in a boat.
Well, that seems useless.
Or it's a baseball thing?
Double useless. But yes, I'm on it.
I'm gonna leave. I haven't talked to you yet. Okay. Sorry. You have to talk to me about the other stuff first. And then move on. But of course, I decided not to do that. Eerie music.
Nancy, you have attracted our attention. Consider this
Revenant.
your first test. You will find an envelope in locker 49. Take it to the 10 Raven pub in Giftnet. If you do, you will be rewarded. Here's a hint.
Area checking in. Challenge code for agent CMYK0110. The colony operation has been terminated.
Wouldn't you like to know more?
Was that Mom?
Ugh, you annoy me, Revenant, but I'll do it. I just want to know more about Mom. Save the date, July 14th. Formal invitation to follow. Oh boy. Gift Nook. Let's go. Ooh, cutscene. Oh, that's it. I thought there'd be a flashback or something. Okay. Here we
I'm
go.
going to pretend this is for a wedding. What else could it be for?
Yeah, what else could it be for, right?
You've passed.
They're still watching us. Like, we just put it in. And they immediately call. They're definitely nearby. They are definitely nearby.
You deserve praise and a reward. Listen.
I'm doing everything I can to stay under the radar. I'll call in when I can, but you won't be able to reach me. Revenant has pulled out, but remaining operatives are still following me. Pay attention to where I'm calling from. There's a pattern. Figure it out and find me. I've left a trail. Card is for Cathedral. The rest is for back home. Figure it out.
Why do they keep sending me these old recordings of Mom?
Yeah, well, that's what I want to know. Grab this because we need it. Grab that because we need it too. And let's listen to some music. Cool. And then let's get back. Okay. So
Check.
we did that.
Did that.
Did that.
Still have to do that. Can't check that.
I
Haven't
haven't
done that.
explored the hotel cord yet. I don't even know what I'm missing. And
I think
Alec,
I found your friend.
Great. Where?
Fair warning, she's a hitter. She hit me.
Did you provoke her?
Well, just a little.
Cool.
Why is she so important?
She wrote an article I thought was pretty interesting.
About
Yeah, that's one of the worst excuse. Like honestly, you want to look for random stranger, you know, and the best excuse you can come up with is like, oh, she wrote an article I thought was very interesting. I mean, there are tons of articles that are interesting. We don't go looking for every single author that wrote it, right? Nancy, you need to be better at this, okay? You need to come up with better excuses. I'm sure you could come up with something better. Like, she's a long lost friend, a long lost family member, you know, like, oh, I have something to return to her. I found something of hers, whatever, you know? Come on, Nancy.
hitting strangers, no doubt. She's out in Bearston. You can take the train out there.
Cool. And let's talk.
Have you heard of Revenant?
Like the fancy word for ghost, yeah.
Right.
No, it weren't a ghost, it was proper like he was kitted out in one of them tuxes and snacking on a canopy.
I don't know what that meant. And I'm snacking. You can't tell. So if I'm not talking, it's because I'm eating my snack. Let's continue the conversation.
Revenant is supposedly a terrorist group. You've never heard of them?
Nope, so hardly terrifying. They're more of an obscurist group.
Nothing. You've heard nothing about this group.
No, and neither have you.
So he has heard of them before, he just doesn't want to talk about it. Okay. But I'm gonna pester him because I'm Nancy.
Hey, kid.
Okay.
I need to know, are you really who you say you are?
Why?
That means no.
It does. But I'm a friend, and I did save your life back there. Doesn't that buy me a bit of goodwill?
Agreeing to find my suitcase was nice. I'd hardly call that saving my life.
I was perfectly happy in my routine. Taking jobs, making money, crumpets. Everything that could be good was good. Then I met you. Went out of my way to keep you present tense, and yet the sass. You want to know about me? Tell me about you. Until you're ready to do that, leave me alone.
I'm not leaving until you tell me what's going on.
Okay, like Nancy does sound very entitled here. And Alec kind of makes sense. He's pretty much a stranger, right? They don't know each other. Their only interaction at this point is him trying to help Nancy get her lost, or rather stolen suitcase back. And she's just demanding him to give her answers, like questioning him and stuff. And when she doesn't want to tell him anything about herself, like, why would the person want to tell you anything? Why do they need to? I mean, Nancy, you're a stranger. Do you know how weird it is if a stranger comes to you and keep asking you just some of these random intrusive questions? You just look like a creep.
Great. I enjoy your company.
And enjoy your company, and then they stop talking, okay?
Nothing until you tell me what's going on.
All right, I'll tell you about myself if I can get some answers in return.
Thank you. Why are you here?
I want to learn more about my mother. All right, what do you really do for a living?
Exactly what I told you. What do you want to know about your mother?
She left home one day. I don't know why. My dad begged her not to go, and she didn't listen. She died here. I don't think it was an accident.
Why not?
No, my turn. Is someone paying you to keep an eye on me?
That's enough. That was fun.
It's obvious, isn't it, Nancy? Of course he is.
All right.
Why are you still hanging out here?
Nancy says this like he doesn't have the right to just hang out wherever he wants. Like, if someone wants to hang out all day at a training station, they can do that, you know, Nancy? They don't need to ask your permission for it, right? You know that, right?
I'm a big fan of announcements. And I gotta love a shrill beep now and again. Wait for it. Ah?
Who doesn't?
I need to kick off at a second sometimes, and I get sick of rushing over.
I get that.
Then, it grew on me. I like watching travelers, trying to imagine the worlds they carry with them in their heads, and I got a thing for the crumpets here. I think I could have been a great professor of psychology, but I never could sit in a chair, now could I?
Why? I guess he's not someone who likes just sitting around doing nothing, I suppose.
Have you been sending me messages?
No. And the way you say that makes me think these aren't your standard messages.
Yeah, they aren't.
You could say that.
They're from
If
Revenant.
anyone is threatening you, I need to know right now.
Why?
Because common courtesy.
I don't find that particularly reassuring since I'm not sure who is after me.
Right, I've been meaning to ask you about that.
Right now, you and I have about the same amount of information. And unless you actually know something...
Yeah?
Huh?
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yeah, Nancy is weird sometimes. The questions she asks is like weird. Like if I was like a real person, you know, and I met someone like Nancy just randomly demanding like answers, like, hey, you there, like you know what happened to you? What's your job? What's your age? Why are you here? Why are you sitting here? Like, that's weird. Why do you expect them to answer you? Moira.
I'll hit you again. Are you looking for a smack?
I'm not Alec.
I really need to talk to you. It's important.
If you want to talk, come back with some food. Oh, that accent. Are you an American?
Yes.
You don't know
Yeah,
anything about
Nancy is
Scottish
an
food.
American.
I'll give you simple names. Get me the oatmeal parfait, turnips and potatoes, haddock, and a bit of fudge if you would.
Okay, I'll get you food. Like, you're a foodie like me, you need food, you know, and I will get you some. Food helps you make friends. Oh,
You're in Scotland?
yeah,
How did you
Nancy's
know?
in Scotland.
Never mind how I know. That's not the point. You're deflecting.
Guilty.
You don't have my permission to be in Scotland. Come home right now.
Your permission? I think I'm a little too old for that.
Nancy, you're an 18-year-old teenager who still lives with her parents at home and is spending your parents' money. I imagine that your dad has the right to say that you did not have his permission to be spending his money and going who knows where without telling him, and then claiming to be a little too old for that. Like, seriously, Nancy, you're not even independent yet. Come on. And also, it might be the Asian in me, but the way Nancy talks to her father in this game, it just makes me cringe so hard. I keep being like, Nancy, you can't talk to your parents like that. You can't talk to your parent like that. But she does. So, I'm gonna suffer through this. Yeah, just
what
continue.
you're too old for is running headfirst into a dangerous situation and leaving the rest of us to clean up after you.
Yeah, Carson's right about this. You know, she's definitely too reckless about this kind of stuff. At least tell someone where you're going. Come on. Why did you just run off not telling anyone? Especially your father.
What is with you right now? Calm down.
Nancy, you don't get it. I'm not angry at you.
Could have fooled me.
I'm scared. Please, just come home.
She wants to ask, why are you being so difficult? Well, because of you, Nancy. You're a difficult person to deal with.
Why are you being so difficult?
Nancy, if I help you, I'm pushing you right to whoever has lured you there.
I can handle myself.
Your mother said the same thing.
Yeah, I don't think Nancy can handle herself. I mean, Nancy, do you know how many times you've died at this point? If it's not because of second chances, you have been dead long ago, okay? You just magically have the power of second chance. But honestly, I don't know. That's a weird thing about me with Nancy. Like, I have this love-hate relationship with Nancy. Like, I like how, like, she's a sassy detective solving all these mysteries all over the world. But at the same time, it's like, you're too, like, acting too, like, entitled a lot of times. And you think too much about yourself. Like, you're an 18-year-old. And you really think you can go up against this like terrorist organization and just take them down alone? I mean, seriously, Nancy?
Who is Moira Chisholm?
Stay away from her.
My source at Cathedral wants me to find her.
Cathedral? I don't know what to tell you then.
Can I have Mom's notes?
No.
It might be helpful.
I bet it would be extremely helpful, but no, you really can't. They're gone.
Gone? Where?
I shredded them.
You what?
Why would he not shred them? I mean, your mom got killed because of the information she had. And obviously the best choice, and the best thing to do after she passed is to destroy all those stuff so that you two don't get, killed by the people who wants that information, right? Makes perfect sense to me.
Remember when you picked the lock on that filing cabinet?
Which one?
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that. To my knowledge, it was just the one.
I mean, which one? The only one ever? That one?
I knew you were looking for her notes, so I shredded everything.
Nice choice.
It's all lost?
It's all lost.
How could you do that?
I thought it might prevent
Because
you from doing what
he
you're doing
wants to
right now.
prevent you from doing something stupid.
I'll let you go.
Of course, that didn't stop you, Nancy.
Haven't done that. That's done.
Seriously, sometimes Nancy frustrates me in this game, so...
Now to get everything Moira asked
Okay,
for.
so for journal invasion. What food did she want again? Oatmeal parfait. This is why we need the menu. Oatmeal parfait. Gratitude?
Great. That's one of the things on her list. Now to get the rest.
Okay. Turnips and potatoes, haddock and fudge. Turnips and potatoes, nips and tatties. Smokies. And fudge. Fudge is tablet.
That's everything. Now to Bear's Den to deliver this to Moira.
And before that, let me buy some food so I can eat it myself. Nice. Okay. So let's head back to Moira.
All right, I got what you wanted. Now please, I need to talk to you about my mother. Her name was Kate Drew.
Nancy, I had no idea. I would never have...
Please, come in. What you doing here?
Just visiting.
Your mother would shrug a bit whenever she was lying. Now I see it's genetic.
You knew my mother? Kate Drew?
And really, Nancy
Quite
should have
well.
knocked. I mean,
You
like,
work for the
Moira
same
literally just
newspaper?
let us
You
introduce
too?
herself.
What?
This is
There's
why
a
you introduce
photo.
yourself,
Go
Nancy.
on, take a look.
That's me?
It's cute.
Indeed it is.
Even though it's
Believe
just
it or not,
the back
I
of
was
her
once
head,
your
but
favourite person in
Nancy's
the world.
cute as a baby.
And mainly because I snuck you sweets when Kate and Carson weren't looking.
I'm so sorry. I just don't remember.
I guess I didn't really expect you to. You were quite small the last time I saw you. See that tea set?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
One.
You'll notice the lack of teacups. That's because you broke every single cup.
Sorry I was an accidental terror.
Accidental. Please, get back here. Nothing accidental about it. You'd make eye contact, grin that vicious little grin you had, and smash! Then you'd laugh like it was the funniest thing in the whole world.
Yeah, so Nancy is, like, violent and likes to destroy things ever since she was a kid. That hasn't really changed, even now as an adult. Considering we destroy stuff pretty much all the time.
Oh, it must have been a nightmare.
Yeah, you were.
Sorry?
You have no idea how good it is to see you.
Who is that?
Was anyone
Terrorists.
following you?
Not that I know of.
Hide. Now.
What's going on?
Now!
Okay, I'll hide. Jeez. What we want to do is hide right here. You have no idea how many times I've died in this puzzle.
Stay put and don't make a sound.
The first time I
No
played,
matter
I
what you
died
hear.
so many times. I hide everywhere.
There's a safe behind
And this
the
is the
breaker.
last play I had.
Look
Of
under
course.
the teapot. Follow what you find to the safe house.
Safe house? What's going on?
If it's starting again, no one can know you're here. Oh, gentlemen, you must be here to abduct me. Oh, come, is that really necessary?
Yeah. Immediately, reunion cut short.
This
Okay.
must be the number Moira referenced for the fuses.
185. Is that a music from the other Nancy Drew game? I don't recognize that one. Okay, this one I kind of recognize. All right. Okay. Look around a house, steal stuff because I can. And then over here are the fuses.
I need to flip the fuses to equal the number from the teapot.
So it's 185. Yay!
This must be for the safe house in Loch Lomond.
Loch Lomond. So this is a file for Moira and Kate. Oh my god, it's a lot of reading. Hold on, let me drink some water. Okay, so M. Thank you for the letters. I'm fine, M. To be honest, I let the letters build up. I won't smooth that over with excuses. I know that it's not your fault everything went south, but I don't think it's likely I'll be returning. I'm sorry that's where I've landed, but you know why. I'll still look for your letters in the mail, and you can look for mine in the post. If you leave the life, I've got a room for you here. I know you won't. I regret bringing you in, more than anything. Carson's fine, still spits fire at the mention of your name, which I'm sure will make you smile a bit. Nancy's good, like she always is. She's picked up my habit of asking strangers the exact question she shouldn't. Makes Carson nuts, but it cracks me up. Okay, so this is when Kate left the first time, I think. So Kate, I do still have my notes. You'll find them at the safe house. You must know that curiosity is twisting my neurons into knots of pure agitation. That's fine. I'll let that happen. You're a monster. So, alright. I have to know a little. No names, okay? Just tell me about the pattern. Was I right? Has it started up again? Okay, this is the fireplace. Alright, let me know a little. Just a date. Don't send anything else. It's not the same date. I know this handwriting. Is it R? I can't come back in. I'm not coming back in. Not a word to Carson or anyone else in Cathedral, but look. Here's what's still weird for me. The pattern we spotted. Why was it gone for so long? The night of the wave break, did we really hit too close to home on that one? If so, that counts for the long silence. I mean, it's been years since we have caught anything. So did we scare them to silence for a minute there, or did we just lose the thread at that point? I'll help you for the time being, but you have got to get another analyst on board, okay? I've got enough of the notes in my head, but I need you to hit me the specific dates and locations for all of the events. We subscribe to 3 papers. You can guess which ones. Drop everything into the want ad. I'm a sucker for the Lonely Heart ads. Give me a reason to read them. Cute ads. Sad though. I know you remember what we learned in school, and then again in interrogation training, that every joke travels with a little bit of truth in its pocket. Moira, you're clearly lonely. I realize I'm the last person on earth who should give relationship advice, as I'm the benefactor of an obscene amount of what my mother called love luck. Carson dropped into my life, and that's that. I'm still waiting for the other shoe to drop squarely on my nose. Luck like this is unnerving. So Kate is like Nancy, and then Carson's like Ned, apparently, is what I'm getting from this. You know, when I approached you with the job at the paper, I hope this doesn't cheapen our friendship in your eyes, but I made a project of you. You were so brutally competitive and improperly your own list of compliments. You know why I think of you. I set my mark on you and you on me. We became close friends, graduated, parted ways. I kept reading your work. You were still so much better with words than I could hope to be. When your articles stopped appearing, I got very worried. I searched for your byline everywhere, found nothing, and then I found out why. My heart went out to you. Michael would be furious with you right now, you know. He loved you, and the last thing he'll ever want for you is to sit the rest of your life out. I helped you back on your feet because I couldn't think of a better person to do the same for me when my time to fall flat on my face came around. By the way, you were hilariously suspicious at first. Can't say I blame you. Losing Michael was a kick to the gut, and anyone who looked you in the eye could see you were waiting for the next blow to land. Hello, Fear. Thank you for lurking. Okay, so Michael's kicked to gut. Anyone who looked you in the eye could see you waiting for the next blow to land. You found your way back, got right again, but that look you had then, you still have it today. If true love means never having to say you're sorry, then true friendship between reporters means never having to break out the grease pencil. Fine, here it is one last time. He's dead. You're not. Go to his grave tomorrow and say goodbye. He loved you. And if he had a voice to speak, it would be begging you to stop torturing yourself. Back to the numbers. I'm selling a bunch of used garden equipment and papers of record. Tell me if you think I got it right. Yeah, you're looking fine and okay, stretch. I'm stretching. Thank you for that stretch. Thank you, dear. Appreciate it. Okay, so I heard you loud and clear. Drive at your own chosen speed. But the numbers, how sure are you that I'm right? Wait, question? Ask away. Did the fairness work? You mean the gift thing? I mean, I did stretch. Even if I can't see it, I did. I mean, I know when you do it, it's not really like a gift thing, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Oops, sorry. I still haven't fixed Nightbot yet. I'm sorry. Nightbot, chill, okay? Nightbot, sorry. Let me just... Hold on. I'll just show that. Okay, so you said success. It did work, yeah. Sorry, I need to fix the Nightbot, okay? Nightbot is like... It's so wonky. Sorry about that. I haven't fixed it yet. Alright, this situation is bad. Stand by, the next letter is going to come to you via courier. Tuning to the Declaration of Arbroath. Okay.
I wonder what I'll need to open up this box.
Yeah, and we kind of opened this box into very much late in the game, so we're just gonna ignore that for now. And then leave. We don't want the kidnappers to come back. Where's the door? Oh, wait. Book of Tartans. Care about that. Message. I asked very nicely at the desk, and I now have her phone number. How great is that, Bridget? Okay, seriously, hotel desk? You're not being very professional. Like, why are you giving my number to strangers? Fuck you. Don't give my number to strangers. And oh, I can change the settings on my phone. That's creepy statue. That's also very creepy. Modern art lab. Tunnel. Oh my god, these are all creepy. Why is the wallpaper all creepy? Seriously, why do you not have like nice wallpapers? Why do you want to have all like creepy wallpapers? Modern art, come on. Okay. Yeah, that's bad. Okay. That's too soft. It's not relaxing. Hey, that's not bad. Yeah, nope. Yeah, this sounds better. They're games. Ooh. Ooh, I know this one. I know this one. Let me play a game or two. Oh, yeah. Nice. Okay. Back to the actual game. Nothing else to look at, right? Nothing else to steal? Okay. Let's leave. To Loch Lamont. Another train cutscene thing. Oh yeah, this time we see something. Okay.
I'm grounded. Come in, Nancy. Big sad news coming down the pike. Breaker, Smokey,
Do you even have
Niner.
any idea how selfish you're being right now?
Nancy, is everything okay?
Bess, something's going on. It's bad.
Sneak down and listen.
Okay.
No, you're not doing this.
Keep it down.
You made me a promise.
This is more important.
What do you want me to tell Nancy? Huh? That her mom doesn't care enough about her to stay? Just leave then. Run off to Scotland.
Oh, grow up, Carson.
I'm coming over.
Yeah, Kate. Really? Oh my god. That's all you have to say to your husband who's ready to like grow up, Carson? Oh my god. Kate's really like Nancy. They're both like pretty bad. It's no wonder she said that, you know, like she had love luck because Carson is literally Ned. You can literally imagine Nancy and like Ned's relationship if they ever get married. It's pretty much like Kate and Carson. Well, hopefully Nancy doesn't end up dying though, of course. Alright, and the Declaration Arbroath is here. Scotland guy. Declaration Arbroath is April 1320, so 041320.
Moira's notes mention something about tuning in. I should figure out what station she meant.
Nice, look at that high technology. This is so cool. I always thought this was so cool when I first played. Like, I was like, whoa. Yeah. Hello?
Nancy, come see me. I've put a card in your safe. Your password is your room number times the price of a serving of haggis at the deli outside the hotel.
Why?
Why not?
You're annoying. Okay, message. Nancy, I made it through all right and am back home. The situation here is worse than I had feared. If you're staying, be careful and keep your head down, Moira. Okay, I will do that, Moira. Let me just look around.
Jabberwocky. I knew that was important.
Okay, so Jabberwock. Remember what we used to say? If we ever need to run, beware the Jabberwock, my son. Thinking of the poem today and the colorful language. I'm stuck, and you're stuck listening to me think out loud. The name means something. Colony. I looked at every colony I could think of. Maybe the name is a joke. Or maybe it's a reference as to how colonists come in small numbers. With superior technology and authority, and then they take over. Or maybe it's bees. Maybe it's a way to kill the queen and keep the hive. Not the literal queen. If there are MI5 eyes on this, nobody panic. It's a metaphor. Or would be if it made more sense. What I keep coming back to are those events. I knew I was onto something when I started following the story at the Standard. I knew I was really onto something when Cathedral was as interested as I was. I'm getting tongue-tied. But that was years back. Why haven't I figured it out yet? I have a fever. I do some of my best and worst thinking with a fever. You know that. This is either the former or the latter. No clue. Why did it stop so suddenly? That's what scares me. Pretend you're a bad guy for a second. You now have this ability to make groups of unrelated strangers react in a somewhat predictable fashion. You spend years perfecting it, and then once your proof of concept is completed, you're not going to just walk away from that. Now think about this, and think about Colony. The ultimate attempt at a bloodless coup. Remember when we sat in on the epidemiology report? It takes about 20% of the population to become infected at the same time to cripple a city. I need sleep. Thinking about future uses of Colony, I need to. It's my job, but I hate it. It's too terrible. Give a man a hammer, he'll build a house, because he can't. Give that same man a sledgehammer, he'll knock the walls out of that house, because he can't help himself. I knew this reminded me of something, the way Revenant acts, the way they play with people. Remember the article I wrote about Edward Bernays, the pioneer of public relations? I know you remember because you begged me to shut up about it, but I was stuck on it. Sigmund Freud's nephew takes everything he learns from his uncle and applies that understanding of human weakness in a very large-scale manner. Bernays knew what drives us, and he taught advertisers how to harness and redirect those drives to the highest bidder. You know that feeling when you have when you need something at the store but can't figure out why? That's him. What if someone wanted to harness that same power but on a larger scale? What if someone wanted to redraw the map of the world without wars? By just convincing us we need to do whatever it is we are told. And now I sound crazy. I used to think Revenant was crazy, but what if I'm right? What if they really are experimenting? A way to wage war without war would be noble, if it weren't so scary at the same time. And I'm running now. Put the scientists and family on a plane. Play the pipes, read the letters as they appear from left to right. It's done. I stopped it. Until Arpitz pulls out of the city, I'm in huge danger. You are too. If they find me, you have to burn everything. Not even the agency can be trusted. Take it all offline. You'll be caught and they'll burn you. But you know you owe me this. If I'm not around to drive all the nails into Colony's coffin, you have to. A cafe you hate, leaving to the kitchen, live or die. This is goodbye. Oh my god, this is the last letter. Oh, this is so sad. No active connection. Password, I don't have that yet. Okay. Nothing else in this cabin that we can look at. Except this.
Check. Check. Can't check that off. Still have to do did that. Did that. Did that. Still have to do that.
I can't do anything about this yet, so I'm not going to. And then there's nothing else I could actually look at. So I'm just gonna leave and go back to my hotel. So haggis. Haggis is 5. Let's eat one cookie.
Yum.
Okay. So 5, and then my room.
Where were you? I wasn't sure if you had a party or if you got murdered.
I was doing my own shit, which I can. Like, why are you so interested in me, Bridget? You're weird.
Either way, it would have been nice to be invited.
No, I'm not gonna invite a
went to spend
stranger
little
with
time
me.
at a cabin.
Who just goes to a cabin by themselves?
Yeah, me. I do. You don't need to hang out with people to have fun. You know that, Bridget, right?
Shut up! Did you bring Alec?
You know
No, I
Alec?
did not bring
I
Alec.
know he's not into me, but now I see why.
I have a boyfriend called
Alec did
Ned.
not come with me.
It's not
And
Alec.
How do you know about him anyway?
I'm not here to judge.
There's nothing to judge.
Let me check the docket.
You're being annoying,
May I
Bridget.
refer you to the case of Tree versus Nancy and Alec. Tree alleges Kiss.
Ugh, enough!
Oh, fine, I believe you. I'm just jealous. ING.
Okay.
See you around.
See you later.
Bridget is very creepy. I'm just saying. Okay, what Florida State? 7? 727. Okay. Thank goodness for smartphones nowadays because it comes with calculators. So let me just do that. Okay, and then put that into
My luggage. Alec must have had it delivered.
nice. Thank you,
Yes.
Alec.
Mom's stuff is missing.
Of course
Alec
it
take
is. I mean, why would they leave the important stuff in your luggage? Seriously. And also, not a very fashionable person you are, Nancy. And why is the skirt packed like that? It kind of annoys me. You should pack it like that. Oh well. Okay. And
What did Ewan say was the code to get in here again?
it's 3635. Card. Nice. I don't want to look at that, no. And then let's go look for Ewan.
I need to use the key card Ewan gave me to activate this panel.
Yes, I know.
That's new. It must be part of Cathedral security.
Of course it is. And talk to
Nancy,
Ewan.
What's up?
Hello,
Pretty impressive,
Ewan.
huh?
Are you my Cathedral contact?
My code name is Ewan. And before you ask, no, I did not choose it. Would have chosen something better. Shadow, Blizzard, or some better word that doesn't also sound like a name you'd give a horse.
Yeah, Ewan's not the best code name. Just saying.
Can you look into Alec Fell for me?
Aye.
Also, when and where did we learn that Alec's surname is Fell? Can someone please tell me if I missed something? Because we know that he's called Alec. But he never introduced his name as, oh, I'm Alec Fell. Or did I miss something? Or did I forget? How did you find out his full name, Nancy? I don't get it.
Is Cathedral a part of MI5?
It is, and yet it is not.
I understand.
And yet you don't. I love duplicity. And yet,
You hate it.
there's my girl. I like your style.
But
No, I genuinely do.
Okay.
what exactly do you do here?
In the intelligence game, the dumb ones get manipulated, and the clever ones get buried.
And the particularly clever ones?
Well, they win, of course. But that's most likely not you. No offense, it's not me either.
Of course, we're not. I'm too dumb. Okay.
The creepy messages I'm getting on my phone. Who do you think is sending them?
I've been trying to track the source of the message. Grats await the mysterious stranger who coded that monstrosity.
So it's a professional. Makes me keep thinking that Roman is coming back for Game 34. Like hacking and stuff, you know?
Do you know who Kate Drew was?
Aye, we all do. I know she's your mom. You can call her that.
So she really wasn't a reporter?
She was, and was quite good. But she was also one of ours.
A spy?
Aye.
What or who was she spying on?
Figured you'd want to know. I gave you basic clearance on the archives. There is a station set up for you along the wall.
The model keeps moving weirdly whenever I move. I'm trying to eat here. Don't act wonky on me.
How did my mom stop the attack?
Your mother isolated the man who was orchestrating the attack. And of course he knew nothing and had nothing that could lead back to Revenant. All he could say was whatever he needed had a way of appearing. And the same person never visited him twice. No one knew what they were bringing him, or why. It was perfectly and alarmingly decentralized.
And why do all those people help Revenant? Like, they don't know what they're bringing, and they just decided, yeah, I'm gonna do it for this stranger anyway. Why not? Like, why?
So what exactly does Revenant want?
Back in the days of mud huts and the like, some years the harvests would be light. Sometimes, when that happened, two kings would meet and plan a war to thin their flocks. Then, no one would ever know of their failures. That is what Revenant wants. They don't want to take over the world. They want to keep it.
But the world is not theirs, so how do they keep it? I don't get it.
Why are you my contact?
In order to do my job, I have to have top information clearance. But I'm not an agent per se. Civilian liaison work often falls to me. If you're asking what that means, you may not like the answer.
May not?
Absolutely won't. You're not considered a player. You're considered an asset. You're more or less on your own. You get to chat with me, and that's it.
So yeah, it pretty much means the MI5 is just using us, and if some shit happens, they can toss us aside. That's what that means, right? Of course.
Are you the one who sent me the message to come to Scotland?
No.
Do you know who did?
Nope.
Do you know why?
Yes, in fact I do. Someone thinks you have special insight into the secrets that were lost with Kate Drew.
I don't.
Well, perhaps you do. How about you get caught up on the basics first before making up your mind?
Who is Revenant?
We do not know exactly. That's just what we're calling him.
I'm seeing a pattern.
That pattern is called chaos. Simply put, they're the bad guys.
Less simply put?
In this game of cat and mouse, we thought we were the cat.
But you're the mouse.
We're the mouse. They're the trap.
Okay.
What is your role with Cathedral?
I'm the watcher in the wires. I protect the status quo. And, for the time being, you.
Right.
What do you mean by protect the status quo?
Society rides on a rail, like a trolley. The rails are solid and modest and predictable. Those are your desk types. They get married, they have some kids, buy a house they can't afford, and never again are they unpredictable, or interesting, or alive even. But the catenary line, the third rail, that's what drives the world forward. People that have a charge running through them, they move the world forward. Or they try to destroy it. I make sure that won't happen.
Okay. I still don't really get it, but fine.
See you around.
See you around.
Okay, bye-bye. So explore.
Cool. Spy gear.
Spy gear that we cannot use ever. Offline. Need to get even to fix that. Nancy, this is your portal, your personal portal into the Cathedral archives. We can't release all information, but this should get you through the basics. Kate through. Catherine Austin Drew. Disease. Mom. Okay, Project Colony. Internal name Harrier. Challenge code. Lark is Moira. Condor is Carson. Castrol is Nancy. So this is civilian. Okay. And this is like agent or something. Lark is certified and requires no looking after. Harrier requested Condor be allowed restricted clearance but briefed only as necessary. And that Castrol was granted no clearance and was not to be briefed. And we see Ned. Ned Nickerson, civilian. Robin. Nedgar, Nedwin, Nedstoffer, Nedley, Nedward, Neddard, him. Kestrel, Swift, Magpie, Condor. None. Special considerations, none. Notes. Castro's boyfriend of many years. Robin's loyalty and honesty makes him an unlikely target for any individuals attempting to influence Castro. George, civilian Swift. Castro, Magpie, Condor, Robin. These are all bird names, right? None. Magpie's cousin, so Magpie's best. Trusted confidant, shows strong mechanical and engineering abilities, and is watch-listed by a number of civilian organizations following her innovative work at the Jovic Center for Advanced Medical Study. Oh, Mechanical Study. Okay. Best. Magpie. So, Swift's cousin, trusted confidant, lacks judgment, but displays above average intuition. Easily manipulated, but her candid nature makes her an unlikely target for any individuals attempting to influence Castro. Okay. Moira. I don't know what DD means. Wave break and colony. So wave break, I imagine, is the project that got her husband killed, I believe. Lark. Oh, DD means dishonorably discharged. Details of discharge remain sealed. Records pertaining to her whereabouts are not to be requested or distributed. So dishonorably discharged, like Kate did say that's gonna happen, you know, in her letters. So this is to be expected, I guess. Okay, I don't want to look at you anymore. Joe, and everything is classified. Operative Batung is known to this and other intelligent agencies, trusted but not briefed. Extremely proficient tactician. This is Carson. There's not even a picture for our dad. Jeez. Like, I want to see his model for once. Do you think they'll show his model sometime? Like, maybe in Game 34 or in the future? Because I really want to see his face. I really do. Like, not just as a golf ball. Carson Drew. Civilian Condor. Osprey's... Is Osprey, like, what's her name? Moira, yeah. Brain's not working, but yeah. I imagine Osprey is like her husband. I think maybe legal expert, formerly involved in the investigation of no longer working in activist cases, maintains a domestic private practice. So we were wondering, like, why, like, Carson would have, like, contacts later. Yeah, it will come up later and I'll talk about it then, but he is kind of, like, involved, so to speak, so he knows people. So, yeah. Okay. Frank, and everything's also, like, obviously blanked out. You know, not trusting to be a strong connection to Castro. Okay. And this would be important later, so I'll be smart and take a photo. Okay. This is Remnant, and the picture, and yeah, we saw that earlier, Remnant. Okay. These are just some details. The colony operation remains one of the more baffling foiled terrorist attacks in recent times. The details of the attack are so bizarre that many believe Cathedral is sitting on a large cache of information about the failed attack. To our dismay, this is not the case. All colony details have been released to the public and are as follows. High level, a biological attack intended to weaken a city, allowing an outside force to realign the governing power structure without use of the military. The attack was biological in nature and was intended to be non-lethal. Although, if it's like kids or like old people or sick people, I don't think it's like non-lethal to them. Just saying. The aim of the attack appears to be political in nature, although little is known beyond this point. The social control interpretation of the attack remains a favorite theory of most analysts. It's believed that colony operation was a dry run for a larger program Revenant is rumored to be developing. May that be a plot for a future Nancy Drew game, perhaps, or a build-up? Maybe. Popular theory asserts Revenant is attempting to perfect a non-military method of regime change. Mechanism. A specifically developed viral element will be released into a dense urban population, resulting in an acute destabilization of the government and authoritative bodies. The attack relies on a particularly precise formula in order to be effective. The virus must affect at least 40% of the population for a period of no less than 2 weeks. The onset must be immediate, the symptoms severe, and the casualty count must remain low enough to avoid a backlash within the population. The viral agent must also include an off switch to avoid further unexpected complications to ensure herd immunity will not develop, rendering the formula useless in other instances. Okay. Kate's last days. Nothing is known about Kate's last days before the car crash. Following her return trip to Scotland, she quickly went off-grid to pursue a set of leads that remain undefined. It is believed that she was instrumental in running the colony operation offline. Oh wait, I haven't finished looking yet, jeez. Okay, non-Senate higher practice, Kate Drew. Kate Drew first appeared on the Cathedral radar following a series of articles she wrote for the Glasgow Standard. Her ability to cut through high volumes of information quickly became apparent as her career progressed. At this point, she was contacted by our agents. Kate was brought on board after only one step into what is generally a multi-step process. But she was given a test subject specifically trained by Cathedral to interview. As far as the applicant is concerned, this interview is meant to test their ability to differentiate between stated fact, stated assumption, and stated disinformation. Before the interview progressed beyond the control portion, Kate had discovered the hidden cameras and microphone and the true purpose of the interview. She was hired on the spot. It is recommended that Kate eventually move into fieldwork, though her primary position with Cathedral will be as an analyst. Kate's ability to see patterns in large data sets paired with her intuition makes her an ideal asset. The unique interaction style may make her a wild card in the field, but more often than not, her blunt approach will give her direct access to difficult subjects if she doesn't piss them off. Because Nancy's the same way. But yeah. And Michael Chisholm, yeah. Oh, his name is Sparrow, so Osprey is someone else. So Sparrow, Waybrick, yeah, I was right. So Waybrick was the product that he passed. Larkin Harrier. So killed in field operations spearheaded by Lark. Investigations into the failure of Wavebreak have been sealed. It is the opinion of the office that Sparrow's death was unavoidable and is not the result of any improper action on the part of Lark. While the case is to remain sealed, it is important to note that Sparrow's mission was well executed and vital to a number of ongoing Cathedral missions. Lark acted with bravery and skill. Her involvement in a casualty mission is not to reflect poorly upon her career in any way. It's sad. I feel bad for Lark, aka Moira. Okay. Nancy Drew, this is us. Civilian, nada. Okay. Kestrel, yeah. Kestrel, I mean. Note extreme skill set crossover with Harrier. Autodidact with uncanny interrogation abilities, and Harrier's knack for puzzling work and code breaking. Despite experience, Kestrel is not a professional. Do not expect full professional decision making skills. Not combat ready. Update. American Intel has obtained a process addressed to Kestrel. Inspection indicates she may be believed to have access to sensitive information contained within her household. Update. Kyoto. Contact with Source LM, which is Logan something, I believe, confirms suspicion that Kestrel may be manipulated by those who know her past. Logan reports a fixation with a deceased member of family S. LM reports Kestrel is driven to solve the case of the mother's death. Her actions are uninvited. Yeah, the whole premise of Shout Out the Water's Edge is Nancy was uninvited, of course. It's like, she was terrible in that game. Terrible. The psychology here is clear to anyone looking at is on the whole worrisome development. Further developments necessitate investigation. This document will no longer be updated. Yeah, they got that right. Nancy, oh Nancy. Okay, so that's it for this part for now. And then we mess with this.
Whoa, I better watch the temperatures.
Stop messing with that!
Yeah, sorry, Ewan.
I'm guessing that alarm means something a little bad is happening?
Servers are getting a bit hot. That alarm triggers when I need to cool them down. If
Okay.
they overheat, everything gets fried.
So you have to go back there and reset it every time the alarm goes off?
Aye.
Cool, cool.
What exactly was the colony operation?
The idea was simple. Manufacture a disaster. In this case, it was the release of a virus designed not to kill, but to incapacitate. Pushing the city into a state of disaster. That's stage 1.
What's stage 2?
As far as we understood, if the Glasgow cell carried out the first
Oh, so it never
stage,
progressed
Revenant
to
would
stage
take
2.
over.
Okay.
Okay, what would they do next?
They'd send in support, put the city back on its feet, and in the days that follow, seize all positions of authority under the guise of emergency action. Drive the stake in the ground, so to speak, and never give back what was taken.
Okay.
Colony was a bit tongue-in-cheek, operations name-wise. It wasn't about shifting a population, it was about shifting power. It was about obedience.
Okay.
So why is the colony operation starting again?
Still not sure. Here's the theory. Just like the good guys figured out Revenant existed, so did some bad guys. And maybe they thought, what if we follow the old script? Will they show up and play their part? Which is pretty cute if you think about it. Almost like a seance to conjure a ghost.
Okay.
I still don't understand why Revenant would want to carry out an attack like this.
Same here. I don't get it either.
That does not make sense.
They don't.
So it's not supposed
They
to
are
make
playing
sense.
the long game.
What long game?
I would kill to find out.
So no one knows what exactly Revenant's planning.
It seems like Revenant was obsessed with getting the formula correct. Why?
The formula is important. Too deadly. Obviously a problem. Revenant will not show up unless you hit the sweet spot. They're interested in using this as a test run, not in racking up civilian casualties.
Yeah, he doesn't
Too
want to
easy
kill
fight
people.
off, then it's just a cold. You need to knock 3/4 of the city under a pile of blankets. Then you're home free.
What about children, the elderly, people who are already sick?
You know, I don't want to think about that.
I don't want to
Back
think
the
about that
formula.
either.
If
Probably
the
lethal
operation
to
is
them, I
running,
imagine.
There is most likely a lab working on an approximation of the virus. Getting everything in place for when the proper formula is available.
Once it is, how long would it take to be unleashed?
Depends on a lot of factors. Quicker than anyone would like. If anyone can find the original scientist, or the original formula, it's a matter of time.
If they find both?
They'll have it ready almost instantaneously.
Okay.
How do I get into the glass storage case?
The storage locking mechanism is half broken, and I can't get it to open unless it's all the way fixed.
If you get it back online, can I give it a try?
It's fixed.
Knock yourself out.
But hey, I mean...
Is it true that
It's fine.
Revenant only allows others to act for them?
Let's hope so. If not, then we're terrible at our jobs. The truth is, we think they're us. Imagine what you could do with these resources if your aim went askew.
Yeah, that's bad. That's really
What
bad.
does Revenant want?
The The crazy thing is, what they want makes sense.
How?
Do not tell anyone I said that.
Not
How
a popular
does it make
opinion,
sense?
I'm
Explain.
guessing.
That one rarely gets asked to the dance. What they want is to rewrite the rules of the world.
What do you mean?
Imagine if you got to rewrite the rules of society. Who gets what, who leads, who follows. I bet you'd make a lot of changes.
Right.
But as the lesson of every sci-fi movie where robots become self-aware states, in our flaws lie our perfections.
Okay.
Talk to you later.
See you around.
Alright. So, click done passwords.
Did that.
Did that.
Check. Can't check that off
Okay, I
yet.
haven't done that yet.
Check.
Done that already, and yeah, okay. I'll take a quick break here and I'll be right back to continue the game. Yep.